Now it's Zab Judah's turn to try to regain his recent form, prove that he's still an elite fighter. Two-division champ takes on Ruben Galvan in our main event. Joe Tessitore ringside, as always, with Teddy Atlas. I guess the bottom line here is that Ruben Galvan is not in Zab Judah's class. The question I have for you is, what class is Zab Judah in right now, Teddy?
Well, obviously, as you just touched on, this is Zab Judah's party, and he will start it and end it when he feels like it. But as far as what class Zab is in, that is the question. What will his attitude be after a one-year forced layoff? Will his attitude be come out and prove something and really strike home a point and get rid of Galvan right away? Or will his attitude be, I need some rounds to get him ready for that man, that opponent that's sitting with Brian Kenny, Miguel Cotto, in the studio back in Bristol? That is the question. What attitude does Zab bring right now? We're about to find out.
Zab Judah getting ready for his ring walk. Brooklyn's very own Super Judah, the former undisputed welterweight champ. He's always done it his way, thrilling fans for 10 years and also making some serious headaches for state commissioners. When it comes to pure talent and athleticism, few boxers possess the all-around skill set of Zab Super Judah.
I'm the greatest.
But even the best have their shortcomings. In 2001, Judah was knocked out by tszyu. His post-fight tirade directed at referee Jay Nady earned him a 6-month suspension and a $75,000 fine. Last April, Judah was involved in that 10th-round melee in his loss to Floyd Mayweather Jr. It earned both Zab and his father Yoel 1-year suspensions, as well as a total of $350,000 in fines. Ever the fighter, always able to defend himself, Judah still feels his punishment was a bit harsh.
Well, frustration never ended. Still to this day, I felt like the punishment for the penalty that was done wasn't justified. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I got hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was able to do their thing, me and my father.
The year off forced Judah to pause, reflect, and reassess his boxing aspirations.
The toughest part has been not able to do what I do best. Watching other fighters do what they do. Watching titles change hands. Watching new guys come out of the blue. Hearing people talk about you. Hearing people not talk about you. Train hard, it feels good, baby. It feels good when you train hard. I learned that mentally, I'm definitely a strong person. I'm not a person that takes defeat well. I learned that boxing is my life, and I love it, and I love to do it, and I miss it. I feel almost like a guy that went to the penitentiary and did 1 year, now I'm back out with a fresh, clear mind. And I know what I want, I know what I got to do.
He's had a chance to take a step back, take a deep breath, and reevaluate some things in his personal life, some things in his professional career that maybe, he needed to change. I feel like he's done that. And, Zab is more focused now than he's ever been. And, a focused Zab Judah is the best welterweight in the world today.
You train hard, it feel good. Hit him right there. Hit him like that. Oh, my God. It's my job now to go back in there and do what I do best. I mean, I ain't going to let nobody sit back and dictate who the best and who not the best. I'm going to dictate it myself now.
With his suspension over, Judah takes on little-known Ruben Galvan in his comeback bout. A win sets up a June showdown with welterweight titleist, the undefeated power-punching Miguel Cotto. A loss? Well, Judah says that's not an option.
I'm focusing on this April 13 because without April 13 being successful, there is no other dates. You know what I'm saying? And I'm well aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So this guy got to get it in the worst way. He got to be almost what you call an example. Sorry, it got to be you, Ruben, but somebody got to get it. I'm back.
Zab fans here in the Mid-South. And the last time Zab Judah walked to the ring under TV lights, he was a significant underdog against Floyd Mayweather Jr. His spin was nobody has given Floyd a tougher time than he did for the first half of that fight last April. He's had a career to the top that is taking twists and turns, dips and slips. He's achieved, he's underachieved, he's made statements that he's meant, more that he regrets, and his actions has crossed the line, and it has caused fines. And now it's time for the talk to stop and the action to begin as he makes his comeback. golden opportunity for Zab. 2 fights in the next 2 months. And if he goes 2-0, right back on top. Ruben Galvan has been patiently awaiting Zab's entrance. He says you never know what's going to happen. He feels he'll pressure Zab and eventually test the chin. Teddy Atlas has the fight plan.
We're here in the Mississippi River. I don't know if Zab Judah is going to decide to go fishing, but if he does, I think I know what kind of bait he's going to use. Zab Judah, the southpaw, is going to use hooks to the body or uppercuts, because Galvan, his opponent, soft around the body, the hook to the body, the right hook, bang, right there can do the job. And also, Galvan covers up, puts those earmuffs on, but doesn't move his head. You can split the guard. Zab can split the guard with that uppercut. Bang. Any way you look at it tonight, expect Zab not to throw anything back into the river. He's coming home with a good catch. I'm supposed to find a way for Galvan to beat Zab Judah tonight. I may have found the way. Right here. He can beat him that way, but to stay within the rules of DeMarcus or Queensberry, obviously he's got to come up with something else. And I think to be realistic, to be honest, he's got to find a way to survive, to exist early on, and then see what happens. And to do that with the southpaw, and the very talented southpaw, Zab Judah, he has to move to his left, away from that power hand, and keep his body moving, so he doesn't leave that exposed, that soft spot downstairs. Also, on the inside, we talked about the uppercut. He covers up, he lays in the middle. If he does that, he's going to get killed with that punch. So he has to at least move his head. Avoid that punch. Counter a little bit, move a little bit, and then maybe, just maybe, he'll come up with a big catch.
Yeah, Galvan could use that stick on Friday night fights. Now for the official introductions of our main event, here's J.D. Lyons.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Fitz Casino for tonight's prize fight boxing in association with Super Promotions brings you the fights at the Fix. We welcome ESPN2 to the house. Here we go. This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of action. This in the welterweight division. At the sound of the bell, the third man in the ring and in charge of the action will be your referee, Keith Hughes. Introducing your 3 judges at ringside as well, Reese Mullins, Gerald Deming, and Kevin Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of action. Welterweight division, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks and weighing in at 145 pounds. He joins us tonight representing Hammond, Indiana, with his professional record, 27 victories, including 10 big knockouts, 11 on the downside with 2 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ruben, the Modern Warrior Galvan. His opponent tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over. He is a 3-time world champion and the former undisputed welterweight champion of the world. He joins us representing his hometown of Brooklyn, New York. His professional record, 34 victories, including 25 big knockouts, only 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the former undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Zab Super Judah.
10 rounds. Keith Hughes, the referee.
Keith Hughes, give the fighters their final instructions.
All right, fighters, you already received your instructions in the dressing room. I remind you, listen to me at all times. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
The ring experience brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Obviously, Zab has all the experience at the elite level, 11-4 in world title fights. Galvan actually has faced good competition as a 10-year pro, but a big edge for Zab Judah in terms of what he's been in against and what he has accomplished. Teddy, is this one of those don't go to the fridge quite yet, don't blink moments?
Yes, and I talked about the soft body of Galvan. You notice that his protector, his cup, is up quite high. I'm surprised that Zab Judah's people did not protest that to the referee, or the referee did not pick that up on his own. To me, that is a move. It's not going to help him, I don't think, in the long run, but it's a move by the corner of Galvan to try to get a little extra protection in that stomach area. You know, unless Zab Judah broke a couple mirrors today, walked under a couple ladders, and had a couple black cats cross his path today on Friday the 13th, Galvan is going to have a very difficult time getting through rounds with the speed and the power of Judah. When he covers up like that, Joe, that's a bad sign for Galvan. When he covers up, look for Judah to take advantage of that and start going downstairs to that body.
See the hand speed differential right out of the gate. 3-punch combination. Zab comes in with the right hook, tries to go back to the right uppercut, and then chases Galvan back to the ropes. Fast jab, straight left, uppercut from Judah.
Well, I talked early on, it was about the attitude of Judah. What would his attitude be after a 1-year layoff? To get rounds or to go and make a statement? It's to go to make a statement and to get rid of his overmatched opponent, Galvan.
Zab Judah landed 12 headshots in the opening minute of this fight.
There was a cut over the left eye of Galvan. The doctor taking a look at it now.
Dr. Jerry Gentry, and look at the cut that Judah opened up.
Make no doubt about it, the real opponent for Judah, and he knows this, is sitting with Brian Kenny right now in our studios in Bristol. And that is Miguel Cotto.
You can see Ruben Galvan over in the corner arguing that it was a clash of heads, not a punch. They're talking it over. He's debating right now with the referee.
And you can see Judah just a moment ago, I don't know if our cameras had it, but went over there and actually implored the doctor and the referee. Of course, that's not supposed to be his place, but he went over there and said, let it go, let it go.
Teddy, this is one of those clashes of heads, though, that has opened up a cut that's pumping blood. Now, it's not affecting his vision, but that's up near the hairline, and it's pumping blood.
And there it is.
It's waved off. It's waved off, and the Galvan corner's going nuts arguing, and we will see what the official word is. It looked like it was a clash of heads, but we will see. If it is, it'll be a no contest. 4 rounds have to be complete to go to the scorecards for a technical decision. Judah was all over him in the opening minute, pounding away, landing combinations to the head. But Galvan argued, and we'll see how the ringside officials see that.
I'm okay, baby. I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm fine. A little headbutt.
Well, the cameras hopefully will tell us the true tale.
So he's not bleeding at this point. Now let's see. Comes in with the straight left, goes with the right hook, uppercut.
Just the uppercut.
Left hand, combination. No head clash yet. Now he's bleeding. That was caused by a punch.
And probably you would think the uppercut, a slashing, slicing punch. Here's another look at it. The right hook landed. There's the uppercut that just got through a moment ago. Referee is in our way, but no headbutt as of yet.
The only thing it could possibly be, and I didn't see it, was as he came around with the right hook, did the elbow tail in on the back end of it, Teddy?
And that was towards the end, and that's a possibility. We'll take one more look. Straight left hand drives him back. The right uppercut picks him up. The right hook. A lot of punches, not all scoring, but obviously Galvan under distress. And there, right there, you alluded to it. The missed right hook that went over the head, and then a slashing of the elbow.
So you feel after watching that replay that it was an accidental foul that caused that?
A possibility. I would say it's a greater possibility. Nothing for sure with those pictures, but a greater possibility that it could have been an elbow
Well, that's the only possibility because it wasn't a clash of heads. He's not bleeding at this point. You be the judge.
But it could be a punch too, Joe, right there.
It could.
A good right uppercut. Looked like it was on the lower part of his face, his jaw. But a possibility.
Now he's bleeding.
Yeah, so not the elbow. A possibility that uppercut or one of those prior punches. There's the elbow you alluded to, but obviously now we see after this final look that it was not the elbow. Does not look like it was from an accidental clash of heads or an elbow, but possibly, most likely, a punch.
Listen, I don't want to turn this into CSI Tunica, Mississippi, but the best forensic work we can come up with, that's the answer we're giving you.
Well, the most important thing is it was all Zab Judah, and Galvan was not quite in his class.
Oh, Zab looked great in that opening minute, and we got the answer to what we were looking for as to would he shake off ring rust? Would there be any rust at all? How would he come out? How would he approach it? They're still debating this in the ring. You can see referee Keith Hughes being surrounded by promoter Brian Young. Yoel Judah, the father of Zab, is in there. Zab's listening in. Most of Brooklyn right now is in the ring. And Galvan's coming over because he wants to get his 2 cents in.
You know, this is...
It's always an event when Zab Judah fights, one way or another.
To be quite honest with you, I don't understand the need for all these people in the ring. The choice, the decision has been made. Clear them out. Nothing good can come. It's not going to be changed. A decision has been made by the doctor and the referee and the people at ringside. Having all these people in the ring debating it does not make sense to me. Nothing good could come out of that.
They won't give me a break, baby.
You know, Teddy, you bring up a great point. There are a ton of people in the ring right now. We know what happened the last time Zab Judah fought with a riot in the ring. And some boxing columnists recently have been writing about this subject matter. Why are there so many handlers, entourage members in the ring for every fight before and after a fight? The only people that should be in the ring are trainers, assistants, and commission-credentialed people. Well, it just adds to the confusion. They're trying to figure things out, and it adds to the confusion.
This might be a case where they should come over to us, to be quite honest with you, and take advantage of the film, of the footage, and be able to take a look for themselves before they make a decision on yes or no, if it's a no decision because of an accidental butt or obviously an elbow.
Let's look again as to why we're having such confusion here in our main event. Watch Zab Judah. Turns it on with combinations and headshots against Galvan. Galvan is not bleeding at this point.
There's that right uppercut. Some of the punches, in all fairness to Galvan, he is getting underneath. Now, an elbow did brush across the top of his head about 3 punches ago. I don't know if it was low enough.
Was it the left hand that came across, Teddy?
It's a possibility that it was the right hook that sliced across and the elbow possibly picked up that part of his head.
Our initial reaction is that it was the elbow tailing the right hook, but time and time again we watch it, and you know, boy, it's tough. And this is an example of, for those who say instant replay would solve a lot in boxing. Well, guess what? You would only have 60 seconds between rounds to get it accomplished. We've been looking at this tape for minutes upon minutes, and we're still having trouble figuring out exactly what caused this blood.
The blood, it looked like, was already there. Here's another look. Once again, left hand drives him back. The uppercut that was there for Zab. Good clean punch. A right hook there. An elbow that goes across. There we cannot see, because of the bad shot with the referee in the way, those follow-up punches. Again, with all this time being spent, whatever they're doing in the ring, debating back and forth, this could have been a time that possibly they could have used the time, if they're going back and forth about how this stoppage should actually be rated. They could come over here and take a look at the replay.
Well, the verdict is in. We've reached a conclusion. Let's send it up to the ring to J.D. Lyons. Technical troubles with the microphone. J.D. Lyons switching microphones. Just add to it.
Fired 4 rounds. It has been ruled a no contest. It has to go 4 rounds according to the Mississippi State rules. Once again, this bout has been ruled a no contest.
So a no contest.
To an accidental clash, we believe, with an elbow.
So an accidental foul, the fight declared a no contest. We will talk to Zab Judah and get his take as to what he felt about this fight against Galvan, but it goes down as a no contest.
ESPN, your boxing authority.
Friday Night Fights presented by Just for Men Hair Color. We're at Fitzgerald's Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. We are now joined ringside by the former undisputed champion. Let's look at the Just for Men punch track fight recap. This was 1 minute and 11 seconds. Zab Judah landed 12 headshots, threw 41 headshots in just 1 minute and 11 seconds. Total 15 out of 46. And Zab now joins us on the heels of what has been ruled a no contest against Ruben Galvan. First, your reaction. How did you see the finality to this fight?
I'm not, I don't know what happened in there, you know what I'm saying? I just know that I had him, and I was putting together good combinations, you know what I'm saying? I was looking to just put my hands together good and just box. And next thing I know, I just stood back and seen a whole bunch of blood.
Listen, we've been watching this replay over and over trying to figure it out. It definitely wasn't a clash of heads. At best, maybe it was an elbow. You look at it and you tell me, you were the one throwing the punches,
okay,
maybe when you can see when he started bleeding. He's not bleeding now, so we'll go into the punch sequence, Zab. You tell us what happened.
Straight left hand, my dominant. Oh, that, let me see. Let's see.
There's the uppercut.
Okay. No, still not yet. No.
What about that elbow there on the left hand or the right hook there?
I mean, that don't look hard enough to...
Now he's bleeding, Zab. Now he's bleeding.
I mean, I still have no rule into that. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. That could be... That could be fake blood. Maybe he want to get out the fight early.
I don't think the WWE's in town.
Yeah. But
Sam, we understood the disparity in talent here. We understood that.
Yeah.
The only thing that was at question was, what was Zab Judah's attitude going to be after a year forced layoff? Was it going to be to get rounds, or was it going to be to go out there and just destroy the guy? Obviously, what was your attitude? It was to go...
Well, my attitude was just be me, you know what I'm saying? Teddy, I mean, if you watch my early career, this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? I go in there, I train hard, and I get wrecked, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, I wasn't looking to take no, I mean, I don't get paid by the round, you know what I'm saying? I get paid a flat fee, and that's it.
We know what kind of talent you are, what kind of fighter you've been. Has this year improved you? We look at the negative. Everyone talks about the negative. Has there been a positive in this year that you've been forced to sit on the sideline?
There's been a lot of positive that came out of it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've matured more, you know what I'm saying? I found out a lot about people, friends, and family, you know what I'm saying? I found out a lot about the game of boxing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm focused now. I know what it consists of. I know what it needs, you know what I'm saying? I know what I want out of it. And now I'm just looking to go in there and do it, you know? I want to go in there and get the so-called best fighters that's out there, and that's it.
Zab, interestingly enough, standing right over your shoulder here is Eddie Payton's with the Mississippi Commission.
I know
He's been watching the replay. Eddie, you've asked that we watch the replay again. You may overturn this if you can rule that it was a punch. What have you seen so far?
Well, we didn't see enough on the first replay. If we could see it again, we have to look at it again.
It's a tough call. Yeah. So, Eddie Payton, here's another look, Zab. Eddie Payton says we're going to look at it a few more times. Maybe it could be ruled a TKO win if they can prove it was caused by a punch. Nonetheless, Zab, you come out of this unscathed. You come out of this having a feeling that, hey, you know what? I'm back. I went out there. I turned it on. I hit the gas pedal. Is this what you wanted?
I mean, this is not what I wanted, but this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the sport of boxing. I mean, this is what happens in a physical sport. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just happy that, you know, God blessed me with the opportunity to come out of here just untouched. It's beautiful.
Well, we invite you to stick around for just a little bit because you're going to have the chance to talk one-on-one with Miguel Cotto. Of course, your big fight coming up in June. For now, we send it back to Brian Kenny, who's with Miguel Cotto.
Yes, indeed. And let's start off with Zab. Zab, Brian Kenny here first before we get to Miguel. Congratulations on your performance, whether it turns out to be a win or not. You look very good in that one round. But tell us your thoughts. Why Miguel Cotto? Why go after this man?
Well, the fight was brought to me, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that at this stage of the game right now, it's a beautiful opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto is a great young fighter. He's done a lot of successful things on his way up the ladder, you know, and I feel that, you know, with me on my whole big comeback trail, claiming to be the best fighter out there, to show everyone out there that I am the best, I think a fighter such as Miguel Cotto is a fight that I need right now.
All right, Miguel Cotto is here right now. Miguel, would you like to say something to Zab?
Yes, how you doing, Miguel? What's going on?
I'm all right, and you? Congratulations, Zab.
I'm good, excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you too.
Me too.
Hey, now, Miguel, let me ask you, as you're sitting over here, but let me ask you, then what does Zab present to you? What problems does he present to you?
To me?
Yeah, to you, as a fighter.
No, he knows what he has to do on the train. I know what he has to do on the train for Zab, but we have 8 more weeks to June 9th, and I'm going to train complete in the whole box. In boxing, power, in everything, in speed, and I'm going to be prepared for Zab in June 9th.
Zab, will you be able to finish the deal and finish rounds? Again, Miguel and I were talking about your fight against Floyd Mayweather, where even Miguel said he had you winning 5 of the first 6, but you didn't finish him off. If it gets to late rounds, what happens in this fight?
Well, you know, I prepared myself for this fight, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because the talk is about Zab Judah, take him in deep water, and, you know, you could get him. But I'm going to show you come June 9th that Zab Judah in deep water is nothing to be played with, you know what I'm saying? I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am the best pound-for-pound fighter out here, and June 9th, I will state it. That's it.
Zab, what do you think it's going to be like at Madison Square Garden that night?
I think it's going to be beautiful, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we have one night before the Puerto Rican Day Parade, New York City, which is my backyard, you know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto, which being the race of a Latino fighter, I respect that, but, you know, when you come to New York City, that's my backyard, you know what I'm saying? I got more Latino fans than he do, you know what I'm saying? So we going to get it on, you know what I'm saying? We up the block around the corner from BK, so I'm feeling great there.
Miguel, you want to respond to that?
I think Zab going is wrong, you know, because the day before the Puerto Rican Day Parade, that's my 3rd year in a row. I'm going to present there in the Madison Square Garden, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the whole Madison Square Garden behind me.
You're going to have a large part of it at the very least.
You know what? That might be a good statement, but you know what? The whole Madison Square Garden, can't nobody in that building help you. You know what I'm saying? When they lock you in that ring with me and they ring that bell, you just 100%, you know what I'm saying, own to Zab Super Judah until I choose to finish with you. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, I'll be on the float with Tito Trinidad and my boy Fat Joe. You know what I'm saying? We will be out there. Viva Puerto Rico, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
Miguel, last word. Go ahead.
I know that. I know nobody going to help me in the ring.
Nobody.
That's the reason I'm always do my work correct. No to make create excuses after every fight.
Well, look, you've gotten it done. Yeah,
Miguel,
go ahead.
I have a lot of respect for you, Miguel. I have a lot of respect for you, you know what I'm saying? You fought a couple good dudes out there, but, you know, you never, ever fought a Zab Judah at 100%, you know what I'm saying? You never fought nobody with hands like me. You never fought nobody that hit hard as me. You never fought nobody as pretty as me. You never fought nobody that's going to do what I'm going to do to you come June 9th. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sad that it got to be you because I like you as a young up-and-coming fighter, but June 9th, I got to give it to you, baby. I got to give it to you, BK style. Telling you. All my fans out there, just do me one favor. When y'all see Miguel Cotto in the streets, let them know June. Definitely. That's what I do, baby. I'm ready for you.
Zab, it'll be exciting. Congratulations on your event tonight. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, Zab. Friday Night Fights, thank you for being here, and good luck in getting ready for that fight. Sports Center is coming up next. Thanks for watching Friday Night Fights.